Safe journey home, and best wishes to leadoff man center fielder Tyler Tolbert, whose time with the Bandits came to an end when he was invited to big league camp with Kansas City Royals. He's heading out tomorrow. Because he's not heading out till tomorrow, he's still here with us tonight. And joining now on the broadcast is your center fielder, Tyler Tolbert. What's up, TT?
How y'all doing?
Good, man. How are you? Congrats on the invite.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
When's the flight?
Tomorrow, 10:30. Thank you so much.
What was that like getting that call?
It was really cool. I was trying to hold my excitement in while I was on the phone. So
Trying to remain professional?
yeah, he was like, "You okay?"
Up the
nice
middle, that's
play,
to
Bob.
Moore. Bob just a little late
Good
on
play.
the throw. Isiani, who made the call? Where were you? Take me through. I want to hear every moment, man.
Mitch Meyer, he's over our minor league. He's like our minor league GM, and him and I, we talk, and he's the one that kind of got me out here. So first I wasn't supposed to come out here, and then he's like, "You want to go to Australia?" I was like, "Yeah." And so, but he just sent me a text. He just said, "Call me when you wake up," because obviously the time difference is different. And he was just talking about Christmas and New Year's and everything, and then he's like, "We're just going to invite you to Major League camp." And I think he could hear the smile over the phone. And he was like, "You got anything to say?" I'm just like, "Thank you, thank you." I was just trying to hold it in, and it was really exciting.
When a smile's big enough, you can hear it over the phone.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool.
I'm curious, Tyler, when you look at maybe the reasons why a guy like you is invited to big league camp, how much of the way you played here in Brisbane do you think has to do with you getting that call?
I feel like my time in Brisbane has definitely helped me a lot. I came down here on a mission, just work on a few things, and we were pretty successful doing that. And I'm just very, very grateful for the opportunity to play here in Brisbane and also get an opportunity to play at big league camp.
Hey, when's it start? Where is it headed? Tell the Bandits fans what's up with that.
So apparently the first workout's not till the 20th, but I'll get down there a couple days earlier just to get acclimated to Arizona
Gotta
and
wash
everything.
the jet lag off of you.
Yeah. So I get a few weeks at home to kind of decompress and get back in the weight room a little bit more serious, and then practice on my game. Probably take a few more ground balls than I've been.
You were a center fielder here, star center fielder in Brisbane, but you got to get back in infield mode. How are you going to rejigger your brain, man?
I'm actually play both. I think that's kind of the plan. I'll play both up there. I guess I'm just gonna do whatever they need me to do, honestly. But yeah, I'm just do what I normally do as an infielder and just get back taking the mass ground balls, and I'll mix in some fly ball work now since I got center field in my toolbox now.
Yeah, I've made it, and it was a joke, but I've made it that, the way that you played here, what we've seen, almost feels like you could have played your way out of playing the infield anymore because of how dynamic you were.
Hey, Tyler, my partner CJ here thinks you can never be a shortstop again because you're too good.
I didn't say that. My point was that the way you've played has been so tremendous out there, highlight reel after highlight reel, that it almost feels like, why would you not see a pathway to the show in that position,
I mean, 100%. I'm just trying to get to the show, so no matter if it's infield or outfield, we have a pretty good shortstop, Bobby Witt. So me being able to play outfield, center field, it just gives me some options. I can play second base too, but I'm just going to do whatever they need me to do and just do my job, honestly, and just continue to be me and have fun and just learn.
Tyler, what was the highlight for you here in Brisbane?
I mean, almost every game, honestly. It was just playing with the guys. It's a bittersweet moment. I'm going to miss playing with the guys and playing for Dingo and Apples and Roxy and Watto. So it's just bittersweet. Just, every day we come here, we're playing baseball, we're having fun. And I was telling my parents it's kind of like a glorified travel ball. It's like a grown man travel ball. It's that's it. Everybody's just having the love of the game, and there's pressure to win. All we want to do is win. And so you got guys from different areas of the world, and we're having fun. So every day was almost like the best day, honestly.
Booth, Tyler, I know you were so excited to come to Australia. You got to experience so much of the country. What's an off-the-field highlight that you'll always cherish from your time here?
Just going to the beach with the boys, honestly. And we went to the Australian Zoo, and we saw the Opera House. It was just kind of like the bond we all have together. We've done a barbecue boat with some of the natives here. They showed us around. They took us under their wing, so it was awesome. Just kind of just everything. We're just exploring and just having fun. So just like those beach days and stuff like that have been amazing, and it'll be super, memorable.
Now, if you a guy who's now come down and played in the ABL, you're going to see some young guys come through the system as well. Would this be something you would tell players who have the opportunity to jump at if it's given to them to come down here and do this?
Oh, 100%. I was actually on the phone with a couple younger guys, and I was telling them they offer you to go to Australia, you got to go. And they're like, oh, I'm coming. So there's been nothing but great reviews, and everybody that has seen or followed me on social media, they have definitely has seen what they liked, and they want to be a part of the Brisbane Bandit family.
You talked about getting yourself back into infield mode, doing some of that. What, in your opinion, is baseball is a hard game to play. Mm-hmm. What are you looking at focusing on the most to try and help bring your game up to that big league level?
It's just adapting and learning, and just the quicker I can make adjustments, the better position I can put myself in to be successful. So it's just also kind of getting over the awe factor that you kind of in big league camp. It's like, it's going to be like Christmas, honestly. You're going to be super excited and everything. So I'm going to have fun and try not to put too much pressure on myself and just understand my game and just be me. And being me has gotten me this far in my career, so just continue to do that. But just learn and ask questions. And we got a lot of veterans up there, so just pick their brain and see what can I get from it.
Which one of those veterans are you most excited to sort of work alongside and take those daily reps with?
It's kind of neat because we're going to be a young team, but obviously Salvador Perez, Michael A. Taylor, and there's some Gold Glovers and All-Stars in there.
Feels like Perez has been there 20 years.
Yeah, and Hunter Dozier and stuff, and people that just have been in the game, and also like pitchers. Last year I talked to Zach Greinke for a while and just talked to him. It was pretty cool, and just try to pick the pitchers' brains and try to understand what they try to do to hitters and stuff like that, and just continue to learn.
It's an interesting concept, right? You wouldn't think on the surface, a guy like Tyler talking to a pitcher, but you can learn a lot by knowing what those guys are thinking, because those are the guys you're trying to beat, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's a chess
in the
match.
Air, center field. Tyler Tolbert's not there, but it's Logan Trowbridge for the out. Run's going to tag easy. Sydney 5, Brisbane 1. Sack fly for Harry Fullerton.
What was it like talking with Zach Greinke? He's got a reputation for being a bit of an oddball, but a guy who's been around for a long time. He's won Cy Youngs and has been an effective pitcher everywhere he's gone.
Zach's very smart, and he has a very, very high IQ of baseball, and he's just he knows what his body's doing. He knows what he wants to do with a pitch, and he knows what the pitch should be doing, and he's just very, very dedicated to his craft. And so it's just watching him and asking him questions and picking his brain. I was kind of blown away because he knows where his arm needs to be and where everything needs to be to execute each pitch, and like even down to a spin rate. It was kind of insane.
Leading off. And still here in the broadcast booth, Bandit center fielder Tyler Tolbert, whose time with the team came to an end yesterday when he got a great phone call to Kansas City Royals, inviting Tyler to their big league spring training starting soon in Arizona. Tyler, you got the call. I know you were so happy. You said they could hear your smile over the phone. Who was the first call you made to break the news to?
My dad.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny. he was actually taking a nap, or trying to, and I was like,
Trying and failing.
I said, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Man, I can hear in his voice. He's like, I'm trying to take a nap." I said, "Well, you might want to wake up." And I told him he woke up. He was super excited. So he's been excited. So it's gonna be cool. Mom and dad. Ooh, off foot.
Ouch.
Mom and dad are gonna be able to come out, and it's got to work out with my sister, with her schedule for school, because she's a senior at Alabama, and then my girlfriend's work schedule. So we'll see.
So your family got to visit you here in Brisbane and tour some of Australia with you. Then they get to visit you in Arizona for big league camp. It's kind of fun to be a family member of Tyler Tolbert right now, yeah.
It's a blessing. They're excited. They're equally excited as I am. So it's a village. It runs deeper than just my immediate family to get me to the situation I'm in. So then I should start calling off my closest people before like the press release, and just informing them, and they were super excited. So my family's done a great job of raising me, and that's the second one.
Taking a beating, 2 foul balls off his ankle. This is the world's most painful at-bat. Who was your baseball inspiration growing up? Any player that you modeled yourself after?
There's a few, honestly. It started off with like Alfonso Soriano, then it went to Jose Reyes, and then Derek Jeter. So like that was like kind of the main 3 growing up.
Couple pretty good shortstops at the end there.
Yeah, they were. And Alfonso was pretty good infielder and outfielder, so I guess I took after him.
Soupy Campbell took a beating, so it's only right that he gets to first base. First base. Good that the baseball gods are watching. Yeah, Soriano feels like a good player to model yourself after. He had some 40-40 seasons, infield, outfield.
As a longtime Cub fan, I watched him for quite a few seasons there, and he was always a electric player.
Yeah, he was. He was very electric. I think that was the first time I started wearing number 12. I had a poster of him in the Cubs, actually.
Is that your usual number? 12?
Yeah, that's just something. I guess I just wore it since I can remember, and Soriano and Reyes were kind of my 2 guys, and Jeter. So
all 3 of those guys sharing electricity. What was the biggest surprise for you down under?
Honestly, the food. The food is really good.
Good. I was hoping it wouldn't be, the food sucks.
No. The food is like, it's very
good,
fresh and like organic, and you can taste the freshness of it. And the Australians, they do a really good job keeping everything very, very fresh, honestly. And like the meal portions are really, really good too.
Australian food. Taste the freshness.
Yeah,
Trademark it.
that might be pretty good, actually.
Ryan
$1 million idea right
Battaglia takes it. This kid is destined for great things. And here's Ryan Battaglia, who replaced you in the roster, Tyler. The corresponding move, longtime Bandits catcher, is the starting DH tonight, as Brisbane trails by 4.
So, you get the call, and I don't know how the chain of information works sometimes with these things, but you get the call, you find out, you make your phone calls. At what point did you have to have the conversation with Dave Nilsson?
Well, at the beginning of the year, I kind of was like, all right, if I do get the call to Big League Spring Training, I'll leave early. That's the only reason I'm leaving early. And that's warranting. But Dave was excited for me. He was happy. He was really happy, and it was a good moment with the team. And everybody was excited for me, and Dave's 100% supports it. And I tell him all the time, he should be a big league manager. I don't know. So if anybody's listening to this, please hire Dave Nilsson. He deserves it. He's a great manager. But no, Dave, he was very understanding, and he was super excited, and the whole coaching staff. I mean, it's a bummer. It's bittersweet, It's a bummer that I don't get to play for a championship with my guys, but it's an exciting time as well for just my career too.
And with so many other guys that are working through the same things that you are, going through systems, I mean, they're probably as excited because, you know, that's the same sort of thing that they're looking for too in the future.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So it's the support from the team and the fans. Honestly, when the announcement kind of came out, he said,
Good call.
the support, love and support from the fans and Brisbane fans. Thank you so much for supporting us through the season, and it's been electric. I've never played in an atmosphere like this. Having a song when you come up to bat is pretty electric.
Tyler Tolbert. I have it in my head all the time.
Everybody has played in part of it. Every fan, and I thank you, and I love Brisbane, and I'll be back at some point.
It'll always be a second home for you, Tyler Tolbert. I know these fans love you. So much so I get to see it firsthand being down there, but a lot of fans just see the results. They see the championships, the wins, all that. What is it like to play for Dave Nilsson?
It's very professional. He just has basically 3 rules. Be a good teammate, have fun, and just play hard. Yes, Dan.
There's a rip for Dan Nilsson. Bases are loaded. No one out.
But playing for Dave is really cool. He understands the game. He understands personnel, and he told me his job is just get the talent ready to play and perform, and he does a really good job getting us ready and prepared
to get a replay.
Tyler Tolbert, you are a maestro of this art. Tell me what you see here.
He was safe the whole time, and Rory did a great job getting back. He slid off the bag, but he did a great job. But he was safe all the way. He had a good jump, and as well executed still. Atmosphere is just kind of winning at all costs. You know, do whatever it takes. And yes, D.
That's up the middle, a base hit. Miller. Nilsson comes around, and the Bandits are within 1.
Bob is a great aggressive but patient hitter. He walks a lot. He makes a lot of loud contact. He knows the strike zone very, very well, and he has the profile of a leadoff hitter. I want to say he might lead us in walks because it feels like if he's not getting a hit, he's actually walking.
Well, you're not on the team anymore, so now he does.
He is the leader now.
But it was you until last night.
No, Bob is a really good hitter, and he understands who he is as a player. Bob is probably one of the most dedicated, hard-working guys I ever met and seen.
Really?
In person, honestly. He's just like CJ just said, he's very, very dedicated. Even just breaking down swings and just watching YouTube videos and just swinging and just seeing different people's swings. He's always looking for the edge to get better. And
watching YouTube videos can be hard work
when
you're studying your craft.
Yeah. So he's looking at his swing, and then he's trying to learn from the pros too. Just picking up tips. He's always trying to learn what's going to give him 1% better each day. And he's a great player. He works hard. I mean, he wants to come to the field every day, and we have to sometimes wean him off of it. Hey.
Wean him off of it.
Hey,
dude, we're going to the beach today.
Yeah, come to the beach, take a day off. But he's a great player. He's a great guy. It's been amazing just watching him play. I heard of him. I used to tease him all the time. I said, I've seen you on Twitter before, here or there. I see a bat flip, and just seeing him hit balls very, very hard, and he just goes about his business. And I kind of joke with him sometimes. I say, it's okay to smile when you do something cool.
Right, he's one of those guys. You hit a home run, you flip the bat, he just puts his head down and runs the bases.
Yeah, it's beautiful. He has a really good swing, and he's really dedicated to his craft. So
you mentioned the fans singing for you, right? The Outlaws have that. Tyler Tolbert.
Shout out to the Outlaws.
Man, the Outlaws are the best. The life of the party, the life of Vidicon Stadium. When you come to the Dish, how much of that are you hearing? They are serenading you 4 or 5 times a day with a really catchy song. Still stuck in my head.
Honestly, it was GK. That's the first time I really paid attention to it, and then it just kind of caught on. And because they're like, do you know your song? I was like, oh, I don't know. I have a song, but I just kind of blocked it out. And it was a pitching change one day against GK, and I finally got to like marinate it and like hear it and everything. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool.
What'd your family think of it?
They thought it was cute. It was fun. And it's catchy.
Right, if I'm your dad and I'm sitting in the stands, I'm hearing these crazy outlaws serenading my son. I'm like, man, they love him here.
They loved it. It's really catchy. The first night and time they heard it, when we got back in the car, they started singing it, and it was kind of funny. It was a little moment. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that is awesome.
Is that a unique experience for you, having like sort of a group of fans like that are so boisterous, so loud, heckling the other team as much as they do? I mean, I know that happens in baseball. Do they have sort of like a dedicated crew like that?
So, just playing in the States, you played in hostile environments, high school, college, and even pro, but it's kind of equivalent to like a soccer game, like how they had chants and stuff like that. And I always said it's something I've never experienced before, like the chants for every player and stuff like that. And it's really cool, and it's very unique, and that's something that you will not see that unless you come to Brisbane. Honestly, I've never experienced that until I came to Brisbane.
It's funny you say that about them being, it sounds like soccer fans, because that's actually what they were originally, was soccer hooligans.
Wow, okay.
Who decided to go to a Brisbane Bandits game one day, and then it just was born from there, and they have their own Facebook page. It's very organized.
There's
the whole
700 people in that page.
Yeah, that's right.
No, the Outlaws are awesome. We actually took a photo last week, and they're diehards, and I always say anybody that sits out there on our doubleheader days and at 2 o'clock in the Brisbane heat all the way to 10 o'clock, because they're dedicated for 8 hours.
Of all the cities that you got to travel to this season with the Bandits, which in Australia was your favorite to visit?
Brisbane.
Other than Brisbane?
Other than Brisbane?
Yeah.
I'll say Sydney. Canberra. Every city has had their own different kind of uniqueness. Like we was in Canberra, and seeing the War Memorial is really, really cool. And that's where y'all Capital Territory is and everything. So that was cool. Melbourne was neat. That's another big city.
Little pop fly off the bat of Shockley, and Bennett stumbles into the final line of the inning. Tyler Tolbert, we, on behalf of the rest of the Bandits, thank you. Wish you all the best. We'll be watching, and I know one day we'll say, hey, we saw Tyler Tolbert win. So all the best, my friend.
Thank you.